guys, what's up? Happy Monday. Christian here. So this is a follow-up video to the other video I did the other day about sidechaining in Luna using LFO tool. In the other video, I just showed you how to basically set up a basic sidechain, sidechaining the kick to the bass. I'm sorry, sidechaining the bass to the kick. And I said I was going to post another video showing you how you can sidechain vocals to themselves, sidechaining the reverb on vocals, using the vocal itself as the sidechain inside of Luna. So Luna doesn't have that built-in functionality to do that. There's no sidechaining functionality built into Luna. So this workaround, I haven't seen anybody attempt this before. It's kind of an interesting one. So basically, what I'm doing is I recorded a vocal, and so I'm taking that vocal and I'm running it through melodyne. So you import it into melodyne, and then from melodyne you're going to go file MIDI export, okay, and then you export the melodyne vocal track as MIDI, and then you import that back into Luna and use that as the sidechain on the reverb. Looking over here at this file that I have set up. So what I did here is I have the vocal here. It's just a really basic vocal track with no compression or effects on it at all. It's totally dry. Okay, so what I did is I took that and I added melodyne on that. And actually I don't have it loaded up here, but I'll do that right now. Melodyne. Load melodyne on an insert for the vocal track, right? And then I'm going to click on transfer. Transfer here, and then just go ahead and play the track. Not alone anymore. You'll see it's made it through times before. There's someone I don't recognize. Okay, so then you'll get something like this, right? This is the melodyne, basically transposes the audio into MIDI here, and it shows you what notes they are and stuff. Some of you are probably already familiar with melodyne. So then what you want to do is from here, where is it? Settings? Yeah, okay, so you go up to the top here and you go save as MIDI, right? And you save that out as MIDI. I already have it saved. I just saved it as vocal, right? So once you save that out as MIDI, you're going to go to your Finder and find that file, and you're just going to drag it in. And that's what I did here. I already dragged it in. You'll see a MIDI track here. And this is basically Melodyne's approximation of the MIDI notes from the vocal. And you'll probably have to clean it up a little bit because there'll be a few like errant notes that you don't need in there. So, but you don't need to do that right away. So what you want to do now that you got your MIDI in there, you want to create a copy of your vocal track. Okay, I did that here. I just duplicated it and named it vocal verb. So basically, I want another track that has the same vocal. Right? Because what I want to do is just have the reverb on its own. Okay, so I loaded this up, and I loaded up an EMT on here, and I have it wet soloed. So this should only be, hold on, this should only be reverb by itself. Right? So if you add the dry vocal and the reverb together, it sounds like this. I'm not alone anymore. I made it through. And you'll see, a lot of times you want to sidechain the reverb to the vocal so that it's not the reverb's not stepping on the actual vocal. You only want the reverb tails to come in a little bit later, and you can do that to some extent using pre-delay. This EMT reverb and a lot of reverbs, not all, have pre-delay. But still, even with pre-delay, it's nice to be able to sidechain the reverb so that you're basically ducking out the reverb at the beginning of each word being sung. So the reverb ducks out of the way, so that can come through really nice. And then the ducking goes away and the reverb comes through. Okay, and I'll just go ahead and show you the difference in sound. This is with it. This is not ducking it. Sorry. And this is what it sounds like when you sidechain it, which I've already set up.
I'm not alone anymore. I made it through times before.
So you'll
There's someone I don't recognize.
So you'll notice that the vocals come through a lot. The vocals come through a lot more, and the reverb kind of sits back in the mix. And that's the point of sidechaining the reverb in the first place. So to do that, what we're going to do is going to load up LFO tool on the reverb track here, right? Load up LFO tool. Then you're going to go to your MIDI track over here, and you're going to go click on out right here. And you're going to come up here and select MIDI output. And you're going to change it to vocal verb. So basically you want to send the MIDI note output. You want to send the MIDI notes out from this MIDI track into the verb track into the LFO tool. Okay. So go ahead and set that output there, MIDI output, set it to all, vocal verb all. Okay. And then you come over into the LFO tool and you want to make sure you have the envelope enabled for the MIDI note retrigger. Okay. And by default, it's set like this. It's not lit up at all. When you click it the first time, it doesn't do it. You got to click it 3 times to get it to say ENV. It's hard to read, but it says ENV for envelope. So then it's sending these notes from this track and it's performing this envelope on that reverb track. Okay, so you'll see that visually now when I play it.
I'm not alone anymore.
You can see it ducking over here.
I made it through times before. There's someone I don't recognize.
And you can adjust the envelope for the attack, basically. So you can set it all the way, which would be the same as having no ducking. Or you can make it extreme, something like this.
I'm not alone.
What makes it sounds really dry. You'll just hear the tail at the very end. So you can adjust this to play with it to however it sounds best for whatever vocal you're working with. And you can adjust the MIDI notes too, the lengths, or exactly where they are, or what have you. And that's it. That's how you do it. That's how you sidechain the reverb to the vocal in Luna. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next time. Like and subscribe below, and have a great day.